Hello, welcome to story time. Osman the Magnificent's Mystery Circus, a Jessica Fletcher mystery. Lorna was on her way to the circus, accompanied by her great aunt, Jessica Fletcher, the famous murder mystery writer. "Gee, it sure is great to see you again, Aunt Jess," said Lorna as they joined the excited crowds heading towards Saunders Field.
"Well, it sure is great to see you too, Lorna. And what could be better than a trip to the circus with my favourite niece?"
The sound of music and laughter filled the air as they approached the big top. Suddenly, a wild-eyed, white-haired man approached. "Welcome, my friends. A great night of entertainment awaits you. Welcome to my mystery circus." There to greet them, selling an array of glow sticks and wiggly worms, were the stars of the show. Joe the juggler, Jody the gymnast, Katie the trapeze artist, Tracy the fortune teller, and Sam the clown. "Can I have a gourmet burger, Aunt Jess?" said Lorna.
"Well, I think that'll be a splendid idea, my favourite niece Lorna. I think I'll have a hot dog."
But as they approached the burger stall, there appeared to be an argument taking place by the deep fat friar. "I don't care if you're a vegetarian, Sid," he shouted, his face red with rage. "Your job is to cook the burgers and the sausages. And no, you will never play piano in this circus. You know that is Penny's job." Osman stormed off angrily.
"Well, are you okay, dear?"
Asked Jessica.
"It's okay.
Said Sid, the burger lady.
It's just that I've always wanted to play the piano at the circus. And Osman's wife, Penny, she's got the job. And she's tone deaf and she couldn't even get to grade 1.
Whereas I used to play for the Philharmonic Orchestra."
But Osman hates me for it. He forces me to cook burgers, even though I'm a vegetarian. And when I suggest that we should get veggie burgers in, he says just make do with cheese and onion in a bun.
She wailed, dropping a bucket of chips on the floor and running out the back. And so Lorna and Aunt Jess took their seats at the front as the lights dimmed and the music played. "Tonight," cried Osman the Magnificent, "Katie the trapeze artist will attempt to walk the high wire with both her legs in plaster." The tense crowd gasped as Katie hopped onto the wire, wobbled briefly, and then plummeted onto the floor of the circus in a cloud of dust.
"Oh my!"
cried Jessica as Katie was quickly dragged back through the curtain. Next came Joe the juggler, holding a teetering tray of glasses. He tried to throw them into the air and then... "Knickers!" he cried as they all fell on the floor at his feet. "Let's hear it for Joe the juggler!" cried Osman as he quickly rushed on with the dustpan and brush.
"There's something very suspicious about this circus,"
said Jessica as Sam the clown rode into the arena with a big red nose. The crowd roared with laughter as Sam the clown threw lemon drizzle cakes into the air and caught them with her face. Then, just as she was about to play the trumpet whilst doing a headstand, there came a piercing scream from behind the curtain. Then Sid came out from behind the curtain.
Come quickly, come quickly. Penny's had an accident."
Jessica and Lorna ran out the back, and there, spread-eagled under the piano in her diamond-encrusted tutu, was Penny the pianist.
"Oh my God! She's dead! It looks to me as if she was standing there reading her piano sheet music when the piano fell on top of her from about 30 feet.
I always warned her to be careful, said Osman. This was obviously a tragic accident. She was a very inexperienced pianist.
Just wait a minute. This sheet music here is Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. Well, I thought that Penny could only play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. At that point, Jody, the chief inspector, arrived.
Hello. What's going on here then? Apart from being a gymnast in this here circus, I am also a police inspector, and I have put on my special high visibility jacket. Now, has anybody been in the vicinity when this incident took place? Only Tracy the fortune teller.
We must speak to her at once. Come on, Loner, dear.
And so they approached a small, tented hut in the corner of the big top. Fortunes told for a shilling, it said. Here you are, Lorna dear, said Jessica. Here's a shilling. Go and get your fortune told. Lorna walked in nervously. There, sat by candlelight behind a crystal ball, sat Tracy the fortune teller, her fingers covered in rings, and she was eating a piece of rocky road.
Come in, dear. Come and sit down and don't be afraid. I see you are afraid. Give me your palm. What's this? I see you seek to solve a murder most foul. Oh, what's this? I see frozen drinks in a dark place.
The slush puppy machine! Of course! Now it's all starting to make sense!
Come on, Lorna, my dear. Let's get to that slush puppy machine.
Then, as they walked out through the curtain, they saw Osman the Magnificent preparing his performers for Act 2.
But surely you're not going to carry on. Surely, when you've still got Penny underneath that piano that you're standing upon.
The show must go on, said Osman the Magnificent, donning his special ringmaster's hat and walking out through the curtain.
Oh, Lorna, this is most irregular. Let's get to that slush puppy machine quick.
Lorna dear, can you go and distract that candy floss seller? Because I need to take a good look at this machine.
Jessica took out her trusty torch and peered under the machinery.
Just as I suspected, it ain't even plugged in.
But instead of frozen drinks, she found CPR annies, health and safety signs, and rolls of bandages.
I knew it. And I think I know who the murderer is. Come on, Lorna, dear. Let's get back to the show before it's too late.
Meanwhile, in the arena, Sam the clown was juggling with live piranhas. At that moment, Jessica felt a tap on the shoulder. It was Jody, the gymnast. I'm going to do my act now, Jessica, said Jody.
Well, in that case, I have a plan.
Jody somersaulted into the ring and sprung from a headstand onto the trapeze bar. Slowly he straightened into a horizontal position, holding on only by his little finger. The crowd gasped. Suddenly, Jessica cried out.
Now, Jody!
And with that, Jody grabbed the bar with both hands and swung across the ring into the gantry, and thud! With a crash of glasses and crockery, she collided with Joe the juggler, knocking a hacksaw from his hand. How dare you interrupt my circus! Cried Osman the Magnificent, storming angrily across the ring.
How dare I indeed? Yes, it was Joe that dropped the piano onto Penny. But you and I know that that isn't all of the story.
It was you that paid for Joe to go on a health and safety course, and then you staged more and more accidents to claim more money. Because Penny was a poor and inexperienced pianist, you thought her being crushed by a piano would look like an accident. But you, Joe, cut the wrong cable, and instead of it landing on her foot, it landed on her head. You realized this time that you'd gone too far, and in a panic, you placed this piano music right by her, but not realizing that Beethoven's Fifth Symphony wasn't something that an only level 1 pianist could play. I noticed the out of order sign on the slush puppy machine, and that's where you kept your equipment.
All right, I did it. The takings were down and I gambled away all of my savings playing Uno with Tracy. Then I was offered a grant of £150,000 to train health and safety. It was too tempting, and the more accidents we had, the more money we could claim for bandages and plasters. I know Penny was a dreadful pianist, but she did not deserve to die. Jessica shook her head sadly as Jody led Joe and Osman away.
Come on, Loner,
Said Jessica.
let's go to their pictures instead, dear.